Merci. Tout d'abord,
Thank you very much. I would like to welcome again our dear friends and guests from our very dear Africa. I am Muaz bin Houis. I am the head of department in the Tunisian Poste. I'm going to give you an overview of the digital transformation in La Poste. It is true that we are member of AFRINIC, and as La Poste we are considered as an important user and consumer of internet and technology. So we are going to focus now on this part of digital transformation. Very rapidly, let me tell you about those different aspects. We have a strategic vision, then our added value as a Tunisian post office in the financial and postal domains. We are practically a bank, but the only activity that we do not do is providing or allocating credits to people. Otherwise, we offer all financial services, electronic payments on internet. So then we will discuss the approach put in place with regard to economic actors, a new business model for revenue sharing in collaboration with the companies in ICT field, then the positioning of Tunisian Post in the digital era. Today, Tunisian Post is based on four main pillars. Historically and classically, Tunisian Post Office is a postal pillar and financial pillar. And now, with regard to the strategy, we have added two new pillars, which is the logistic and the numerical pillars. Today, we want, besides the financial and postal services, we want to become a major actor in the logistic and digital payment and mobile and etc. Today, concerning this vision, we have created a network of partners with whom we work and collaborate. There is an ecosystem being constructed with the other actors. We integrate new digital services, ticketing, for example, selling tickets online on mobile phones, etc. Besides, we are preparing our structure for digital banking, either for clients or commerciants and traders. We also have the virtual card number, VCN. It is the account number that will allow us to do commerce and payment. Also, it has to be, the central bank must know the client, must have the minimum information on the client in order to be able to track him and in order to combat fraud and money launderings. We also contribute to the elaboration of the implementation of the pillars of digital transformation, either with the central bank or with the other work groupings in the field. Very quickly, Tunisian Post has been in the field of electronic payments since the year 2000. We have launched the first electronic payment in 2006 with regard to a text of law. We have opened this link for registration of university students. So each opening of university enrollment is conducted online. Then in the 2009 we have launched mobile payment with the three main telecommunication operators, Telecom, Ooredoo and Orange Tunisie. We provide with flash drives some services such as bill payments, sending money, receiving money for a social aspect organization. And some services for holders of smartphones. Then we generalize the enrolling or electronic enrollment for secondary pupils. It has become obligatory in 2018. La Poste has contributed with a few banks in this campaign of registration, and we achieved more than 72% of registration using inline services and La Poste e-card. We have also launched a few applications, including MobiPost application, which is an Android application. The iOS application will be launched very soon. Also collaborate or act the international level with other partners. With regard to payment cards, you have the eDinar big family, and it has many variables such as eDinar Pro for professionals. We have other cards for travelers, eDinar travel card, on which we input our tourist allocation in foreign currency to be used abroad. We have also developed wallets, which is another service which is based on blockchain technology. What about the partnership model with the actors such as the startup and the companies? It's a revenue sharing system. It's a bunch of tools in the form of web services. These young startups are going to be used in order to develop their application. We will offer them the possibility to develop their business. Similarly, we offer the possibility to all the young or new companies to develop. They will identify the frame of the collaboration, develop their products, and once validated by the Poste, they can develop many partnerships with other startups in Tunisia. So this is a model: partnership, MOA to be signed, and the third one, the revenue sharing. What about this choice? It has been done in order to offer to these startups, fintechs, young graduates to develop on a win-win model. Of course, there is the legal frame and rules that shall be respected, also not as limits, but not to be competitive to other actors. Another partnership model that we launched was done with the microfinance institution existing here in Tunisia and that are operate here as well, such as Advance, and we have launched cards co-branded with this institution. This is the model of these cards with the brand of this institution. The platform mobile and electronic payment of the Poste is going to be used by their clients. Here also we have a partnership with the Algerian company named co-branded card named Rafaqni. This was done because of the important number of our brothers visiting and sisters from Algeria. So in order to avoid them carrying important amounts of money, we created this card. And also it provides also some benefits and discounts in hotels and clinics and hospitals. And it's also good to be used by the traders. This is a picture of eDinar Pro. It is to be used by the big public and facilitates transactions. It holds a bigger amount of money for the interest of traders. It also used to conduct electronic payment and to develop a POS, which are point of sales, which are bands for the free access to other services. eDinar Pro card allows the reception of payments, transfer, withdrawal cash in post offices and bank distributors These cards are open to do business on USSD channel or application of MobiPost. Also, they can develop wallets, point of sales, etc. These are flexible cards because they can open on multi-channel services to conduct a business. This card, Pro eDinar, is destined for many persons, companies, traders. Very quickly, I'm going to make a presentation and Carte Pro eDinar can lead you to some VCL services if the same businessman had different shops.
The role of the partner, once they have concluded the agreement with the Post, they are going to start their business and they are going to undertake the commercial campaign, negotiations and the contracts, and the businessmen we represent the platform. The duty of the Post is to be an enabler. In other words, we provide the software, the infrastructure, the solution, the payment solutions, and the tradesmen will focus on their business by themselves. All we can do is that to provide them with all the financial, the follow-up facilities so that they can advance more easily and more smoothly. The role of the Post is that we offer these payment modalities. We are going to associate the Pro SIM cards for some payment terminals through some call centers to enhance our relations with the customers for any claims, and we ensure the technical aspects and the availability of all the items and anything dealing with business and communication on the basis of the partnership. It could be at the expense of the contractor. In terms of services, we have some examples of services that you are going. If you go out in Hammamet, you will find these billboards all over, and you are going to say post payment. They're going to offer a lot of SIM cards and facilities, and behind all these billboards there are some e-payment systems. Of course, we are talking about agreements. The supply, the role of the post is to supply these means and to play the role of facilitator in terms of all mobile payment, e-commerce, and in terms of logistics. And also we will be dealing with logistics, because the role of the post is to deal with the small retailers in terms of payment and supply, be it in Tunisia or overseas. So the tradesman who is going to undertake e-commerce transactions of a customer is located in the States, in Nigeria, or in Asia, and he intends to buy anything. The post is going to ensure the financial aspect in terms of payment and the logistic facilities for the supply and the delivery of these items, of these parcels to the customer. In terms of POS, as I said, here we are talking about free access terminals that each company is going to develop and to supply services in terms of electronic recharging, in terms of payment of invoices, or even of cash withdrawal. So the role of the post here is through these terminals to offer some cash in or cash out services. Now here there are pictures representing the terminals concluded with the post partners. Also, this PayPost, this is another company which works with the group. We talked about MobiPost. It's the application that happens between Android ES with the Post or with other partners, and which uses the USSD channel and the UAP or the Android applications. We have a certain number of publications that are quite successful, and we have other applications that are underway at an in-house or with the partners. For the DigiPost, it's an application which was awarded the Digital Award Prize in Tunisia. This application is based on the blockchain technology. Even the research and development aspect is highly present in this kind of post service, in partnership with Digitas, which is a Post partner, and the agreement was concluded in 2017. These are some background screens for the refilling and the payment of invoices or any other service. These are some examples reflecting the background screen. This activity we subdivide with the GH. It's the Polina group. Polina, it's a great group which operates in many fields, goods delivery and the meat business and egg business. They have their own applications so that the resellers or the supplies could be paid through this mobile application. So each time they can have their card, and when they deliver the goods, they can be paid on the spot through this application, which at the end of the day is located at the Tunisian Post. So this is the role of the Post, to play the role of facilitator for any e-payment system, and it's an application that is highly successful. The Hardrom, his partner, who is busy developing another application, and the launching will be by the end of 2018 and at latest early 2019. This is an application also that is quite successful. Let me recap here what I have just tried to present, because I am using up my time. The Tunisian Post as a financial operator in the financial logistic field, we are progressing steadily from the R1 network, classical, physical, tangible. We are talking here the post offices and the parcel agencies and the DHL services, which use also the TPE and the self-post, the ITM, to cash any money. And then we have shifted towards the R2 system, where we have offered some cards for a certain number of partners to conduct a certain number of business transactions. Today we are in the mobile network, where we have developed the payment services through the USSD or the smartphone Android applications, be it in terms of applications pertaining to the Post or with the remaining telecom operators or with other startups. Today we are busy thinking about setting up a fully digital network where we can have some wallets, and so we are going to have some intermediary services, because we have all the applications which are based only on the financial aspect, the wallets and the Post accounts. In other words, we are based on the operability services through the telecom operators or through the banks. And here we are talking about the DigiCash, which is a new gamut of cards. It's a virtual card or a virtual account that could be dished out to students and to pupils to do their enrollment, and they can buy and sell a certain number of goods through these applications offered by the Post services. To pay the bookshops, or to pay the businessmen to pay their stationaries, or to pay for their meals in the fast food restaurants. We are talking about digiting for the stadiums and for the movie theaters. And we are talking about applications conducive to some services and that are ready to offer the possibility to some companies and corporations and startups to develop their own business operations by making use of the postal services. Thank you for your attention, and I'm at your disposal for any potential question that you may raise.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation. We are open for questions. Any responses to his presentation, please? Yes, just queue. Remember to state your name clearly for the record, please.
My name is Eukaria from Nigeria. I want to know how secure is the ePro, the eDinari Pro. How secure is it?
Bon, je m'excuse, je vais répondre en français.
I'm going to answer in French. Now, the eDinari Pro benefit from the cards bearing the MasterCard logo, so they benefit from all the advantages of security on the basis of the Visa and MasterCard standards, and where we respect fully the standards. But the IT system that is implemented contains all the security measures. We have departments in the Tunisian Post which ensure the infrastructure of the security facilities, the whole chain and the whole platform that is around the payment system, and the electronic payment system, or the process for refilling or for repayment is fully audited. At the Tunisian Post, we work closely with the Tunisian Computer Science Security Agency to audit our systems, and whenever we detect any early warning or any fraudulent aspects for e-payment, we, as member of this board, and since we are in charge of this public service, we try to support these early warning systems. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you for your presentation. My name is Eric Mobubia from Kenya. So my question is, in your interoperability, where you're integrating the banking system, the mobile application, and the USSD, have you experienced any security concerns e.g. the cybersecurity and abuses of the privacy of the information, and how has that affected you in incorporation of the other technologies such as blockchain and the artificial intelligence that you're coming up with?
I think USSD for offering some services.
Yeah. My question is, as you are bringing up interoperability, sorry. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, so my question is, as you're trying to integrate the banking system, the mobile system, using the mobile application and the USSD, have you encountered?
Hold on. Please, one.
Can we check?
Okay.
Yeah. So my question is, as you're trying to integrate the banking system, the mobile application, and the USSD, have you experienced any security concerns in terms of cyber threats, and how has that affected the privacy of information from the customers who are transacting using that medium? And my second question would be, how is that affecting you incorporating the upcoming technologies such as blockchains, which we know has a lot of impact on the customer information?
Now, we have to bear in mind that today the Post, at the Post we have started electronic payment in 2000, and we were the first operators in Tunisia. The system in Tunisia and the advent of new technologies are so important today. The Post is not the traditional Post where we would probably deal with the stamps and letters. The Post has changed all its operating system, and of course we try to be abreast of the latest ICTs, and especially the blockchain, which came out of the research efforts in Tunisia in a concrete way. The development of the wallet and the DigiCash, it's a mobile application which could be downloaded from Android, Google Pay. This application is using a wallet, but behind this we have set up a certain number of registers to sign and decrypt the transactions. So it's a concrete use of the blockchain compared to payments and refilling and payment of invoices and money transfer. All these transactions are based on these ICTs. When we talk about the new ICTs, of course we have to be provided with the staff members at the Post, or through our cooperation programs with the university, or through our cooperation with the startups, who are going to use this register in a tangible and concrete manner. This, of course, means that we have to take care of the security system at the same time.
Any other question? Sorry, you have to speak on the microphone. I think we can take this as the last question, and we close the mic from there.
Samir Gerbi de la Poste tunisienne.
Samir Gerbi from the Tunisian Post. I'm a colleague, so I'm going to probably give you a hard time by asking a tough question. Talking about financial inclusion, we all know that the African countries are countries that are provided with large rural areas, and the division of the population all over the African countries, you notice that we have 50% of urban population and 50% that are rural population. And talking about the digitalization, how we in Tunisia have dealt with this topic so that we can make sure that there is good penetration and a good coverage of these rural areas through the digital systems. Can we say that the IT systems could help reach out to all the citizens wherever they are located? And can we say that through these digital devices we can think to recast the education and the health services, and can we say that with this digital approach the Post could play the pioneering role in terms of this field and vis-à-vis the remaining operators? Thank you, Mr. Samir. Mr. Samir Zerbi, who is the director of the international department at the Postal Services, and we are colleagues. The Tunisian Post, as an economic and social stakeholder, be it in Tunisia or all other African countries, at staggered levels, but we are facing a real problem here where we have people who live in the urban areas and other people who are in the remote areas and who are far from being able to use the digital system. The problem resides in the financial inclusion, and it's our role today to ensure the financial inclusion. In other words, to go to meet these people and to offer real opportunities to all Tunisian citizens wherever they are, in the rural or in the urban areas, and even in the urban areas, in the underprivileged areas, or to go to the countryside in very remote areas to offer the digital services to Tunisia and to help them have access to an account through the electronic money platform and the postal services, and through the mobile telephone applications, be it a smartphone or a traditional telephone. This is why today, through the financial platform of the Post, we provide some payment cards, some wallets for these Tunisians, and we offer them some applications that are born on Android smartphones and based on the USSD technologies to allow them to have access to these services and to pay, for instance, an invoice, or to send money, or to conduct any micro insurance transactions or micro sparing transactions. And this is amenable through the microfinance institutions, so that we can reach out to the citizens wherever they are, and this is in line with the financial inclusion campaign. Did I answer your question? So today, the Post is not a simple economic actor, but at the same time, it is entrusted with a very important social role for social inclusion. Thank you.
The presentation. Let's clap for Mr. House, please. That brings to an end our session. Thank you very much. That brings to an end our session this mid-morning. I think now it's lunchtime. We are all invited to lunch. Lunch will be at the restaurant in Dial Medina. Please collect your voucher for lunch at the reception area on level 0. And bon appetit.